Hello, hello, campers. Are you having fun? Halfway through camp already. Can you believe we're halfway through your summer camp and you're back to basics? I'm hearing some great feedback that many of you are loving not only the new information, but the refresher of what we used to do. And we really have needed that, haven't we? Just maybe not just the last couple of years, because that's been crazy, but maybe even longer. Well, I know I needed some reminders. So I'm thoroughly enjoying all the classes from my friends, as well as even what I'm digging up myself. I'm like, wow. Okay, so I'm Nancy McGurno, and I am going to talk to you a little bit more about selling sets. Now, Jan Onstadt did an incredible job yesterday talking about selling sets at a party or at a makeover or on Zoom or whatever. And I just think that was incredible. So now I am going to add on some other thoughts about selling sets. The first thing I really want you to know is, did you realize that 3 of our sets are discounted if you get the whole set? I don't know if everybody is really aware of that. The Miracle set, for instance, if you bought the pieces individually, it would be $132, not $120. So that's a $12 savings. That's like getting that eye cream at a great discount. I love to do something like that. But listen to this. The repair set, if you bought the 5 steps individually, comes to $256. Not $215 when you buy the whole set with that fabulous box. And by the way, I hope if you take those boxes apart, you keep those boxes, use them for everything because they're incredible. You could even use that box for shipping. What an interesting thought. So anyway, the repair set then gives you a $41 value. So that's the eye cream, which is $38 anyway. The eye cream almost free. I'm sorry, it's $44. The eye cream is almost free. Did you know that? That's really amazing. So keep that in mind. The Clear Proof set it goes for $50 as the whole box, but it would be $66 if you bought the items individually. That's a savings of $16. The rest of the sets are not discounted, just so you know. The Naturally set, the 4 steps would be $144. Botanical set is only $60. Now, really, think about that skincare set for $60. So I know it's only 3 steps, but it's $60. And the men's skincare is $80. So, and you know, women do buy those men's skincare sets. And then they try and reorder the stuff for their men because otherwise the men get into their stuff and then they need more. So that's what that is. But I just wanted you to be aware that we are offering from the company. Here, again, is a side note. If you're going for quarter sales or something where you want the retail value, do you realize you get the retail value on that set, even though you're getting a discount? Yeah, pay attention to that. Getting the sets, purchasing the sets is great. Now, some of us, probably you too, will go ahead and break up the parts, especially the Miracle set, but you break up the pieces and put them on your shelf for reorders because people run out of things at separate times, as you know. Okay, I'm sure you do too. We all do. Keep the flyers that come inside, the information sheets. Keep the information sheets because when you put those together, you can send those out to the customer. If you don't have a whole set, but you have the pieces, you can still send these out. So keep these. I mean, I have a lot of these on hand. So it's keeping things straight. Now, think about this. Okay, if you're out meeting somebody or you talk to somebody and say, I really need some skincare, but I have no time or interest, maybe. I have no time to go to a makeover with you, even on Zoom. No, I don't have time. I don't even want to think about it. Just tell me about the skincare or whatever. Then you start talking about the Go sets, right? Okay. So the Go set, the Time-Wise Go set is 28. Okay. Whoops, put it here. The Go set is 28. That is a week to 10 days supply. Have you ever used one of these sets? I love to take them, like when we're going to seminar next week. Of course, I love to take those. So the Go set has the 4 steps. It comes in both the dried, normal to dry, and combination oily. So you can get these sets, it's 28 retail. The repair set is $38. Now, of course, that includes the serum. So that's a 5-step program. Believe me, and they have a lot in there. Teach people, of course, not to use much and to add a little water, and it'll really go a long way. Then they get a chance to really use the whole set, right? Okay, and of course the Clear-Proof set. I love the Clear-Proof set because we don't have samples. We have samples of the others, but we don't have samples for this one. So this Clear-Proof set, this is when, especially if you get teenagers, if you can talk them into using it regularly for a week, they are going to see a difference, usually within a day or two, if the acne is the problem. So this is a really valuable thing. And of course, moms of teenagers may not want to invest a whole lot until they find out if the kid is really going to follow through, right? Okay, so they might really, really want these Go sets. And because they are starting to, kids are starting to have problems at 11, 12 years old now. Younger than when I was growing up. But anyway, that's a part of the deal. And here's another idea. When one of the kids gets excited and starts seeing their face clear up, have them sell these to their friends. Because those kids are going to talk to each other a lot. So Go sets are really, really a valuable way to get the set information out there. And I just told you about the discounts on those sets. So you really want to zone in on that. Okay, another thing that I do often, I carry a purse that's big enough to carry some catalogs, right? Well, do you have color cards? And do you have samples? I just handed one of these out again this week. It's just a sample of the skincare. This happens to be the repair set, I guess. Okay, whatever. But you know, you've got the normal to dry and the combination of oily skincare sets, as well as the repair sets, right? Do you keep a couple in your purse? When you're out and about and someone says, oh, let's grab coffee, which is one of my favorite things to do, of course, is to grab coffee and get to know people. Then usually at the end of the conversation, if it hasn't come up earlier, I'll just say, hey, how familiar are you with Mary Kay Skincare and what do you use? And so they talk about it and whatever. I said, you know what, I have a sample here. I would love to share this with you and get your opinion. Okay. And usually they say yes, and that's fine. And then I hand them a catalog. Because of course, did you know, I hope you know, every single catalog covers our skincare sets. There's always a page in the catalog about the different skincare sets. Okay, so that's the bread, as Jan said, this is the bread and butter of our business, right? So really, really important to be selling sets. Now, try not to discount sets. This is what you want to think about. You think about the value not only to the customer of improving their skin. It's like wearing your bra. I've heard this several times lately. It's like you wouldn't go out without your bra. Well, it's kind of like where you wouldn't go out without your skin looking good, right? So if you sell sets and people are using sets, of course, you do the follow-up. We'll talk about that in a minute. But what about gift with purchase? Instead of discounting sets, do gift with purchase. Isn't that what all the Macy's, et cetera, say? They always have the special gift with purchase. When you buy so-and-so, then you get this terrific gift. Well, how about adding on to the miracle set, add on the microdermabrasion? Well, of course, that's the ultimate miracle set. Duh. So you can just add it on. And if you're showing that, and we have samples, if you want to do a special gift to a customer, give them the sample plus the sample of the microdermabrasion, then you can get together. That's when you would probably do a Zoom or an in-person or a Facebook, something or other, and say, hey, give me 15 minutes because I really want to make sure you know how to use the product. Because remember, we've talked about coaching. This is where coaching is really important. Okay, so if you are giving someone a sample, you want to coach them well on how to use the product, and also then on when you're going to get together. Set a date, especially if you're using one of these sets. Set a date 3 days away, 3 or 4 days, not 2 weeks. Okay, some people say, well, I'll use it when I'm on vacation. And I'll tell you what, when I was a customer for 10 years, that's what I always said. And I kept samples forever. They got bad, but I mean, I never used them. Oh, well. So my suggestion is learn from my experience. So set a date and give them information on exactly what you're going to do, and then be sure to do the follow-up. So gift with purchase for the Miracle Set, easy peasy. Go ahead with the microdermabrasion. The repair set, easy peasy. The revealing facial peel, a great gift with purchase. And in fact, we don't have a sample. No, we don't have a sample of the deep wrinkle filler. Okay, well, I use it here. Some people use it here or here. I use it on my upper lip. I love that product. So we don't have a sample of that, but we do have a sample of the revealing facial peel. So if you sell someone a set with that, even whether it's one of these or whether it's a full size set, be sure to sell the sample or throw the samples in. Okay, and for the acne set, of course, is the charcoal mask. In fact, you can do the charcoal mask for any of them, but the charcoal mask is particularly good to be used with this set. So entice people with this set. You might even say, when you're done with the sample set, you could offer a discount, but say, you know what, I can give you maybe a half price charcoal mask if they buy the full set, or a half price facial peel if they buy the whole repair set, whatever. Okay, whatever you want to do, but make it a gift with purchase so that people are getting the whole set. Now, the thing I really, really want to talk with you about is the value of the reorder business. When you sell skincare, when we sell skincare, I mean, I'm sure you are regular at using your skincare, right? Every single step, every single day, right? Okay, of course you are. So, but what I want you to do with your customers is start with the 2 + 2 + 2. Remember, that's out there. Once they have the set, and you might even start when you've got just the Miracle or the Go set. 2 days later, follow up. How is it going? Are you using it? Are you having any problems? Let me know. Then there was 2 days, and then 2 weeks after that. If you haven't made an appointment for the Go set, if they bought a full size set, then you go ahead 2 weeks later. How's it going? Is it working for you? Are you happy? Are you finding a regular routine? And of course, then every 2 months. And I can't even tell you, sometimes I get lazy. Yes, I do. So sometimes I get lazy with my customer follow-up. And I've lost customers on their skincare. Said, well, I didn't hear from you, or I just ran to the store and I just ran into Macy's or Sephora. Oh. And so I was like, oh, really? Because I didn't do the follow-up. In the meantime, if you are following up with your skincare customers every 2 months, which is about when the time they run out. And again, I have to go back to when I was a customer for 10 years. I don't know where my head was, but Sharon used to call me up and I would say, how did you know I'm just needing things? She had it figured out. She had a system. And we have a system too. You can actually do follow-up right on My Customers. There's a whole tickler set up right on My Customers on In Touch that you can use to remind yourself of calling the customers 2 times. It's right in there. 2 days, 2 weeks, and every 2 months. Holy cow. It's all right there. And the reorder business is so incredible. Now, what I want to do is to just wrap up with, if your customers are not using the whole set, they reorder consistently, and we get this all the time, don't we? They reorder the day cream, the Time Wise day cream. People just love the day cream, okay? And because the night cream is an entirely different product and really valuable, well, you can send them a whole set, the sample, or you can just ask the question, are you using the night cream? Well, no, I never get around to it, or I don't wash my face at night. I said, oh my gosh, I can understand that it's like that too. I fall asleep in my chair all the time. But you know what? It really does make a difference. And Mary Kay always said, if a woman doesn't take the time, time takes the woman. So we would want to be sure and tell them all about that thought. But and throw in some of the eye cream. You know, we don't have separate samples of the eye cream for the 3D set, but you can. These are not that expensive, and don't you think it would be worthwhile? So again, if you're going to send the samples, follow up, okay? And if you can, set a date. Not everyone is going to set a date. Set a date for you, but so just send them a little text, maybe 1, maybe 2. You don't want to harass them, but 1 or 2 texts to follow up and say, oh, how did you like that night cream? Did you remember how good it is? Because we just get going in life, don't we? Don't we? Are we always eating correctly? Probably not, because we just get into life and life is happening. So I hope this has been helpful for you, because selling sets, it happens at the party, but it happens outside of the party too. And you're going to be everywhere. Sell the sets, because that's your bread and butter, but it's also the basis of what Mary Kay was first and foremost all about. So love you guys. Get some samples. How many samples can you hand out this week? Maybe 4 or 5. Talk to people, but plan the follow-up. Plan the follow-up. So enjoy summer camp. I can't wait to hear from you. There are so many great things happening here, aren't they? Love you. Bye.